Hello students, welcome to All Force e-learning. So last class we gone through parallelogram law vectors, proof already we did. Now extension of parallelogram, further points we will discuss now. Once again, what exactly parallelogram law vectors? See, A bar, B bar, A bar tail, B bar tail we joined here. Now we can see angle between A bar and B bar. A bar, B bar, two sides of parallelogram. Resultant is diagonal of parallelogram. Here there is no parallelogram. So see here A, same A, B, this also B. A parallel A, B parallel B. Now this is resultant R bar. So magnitude of this R bar, yesterday we calculated that mod R bar we calculated in the last class, A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Theta is angle between A bar and B bar. A is first vector magnitude, B is second vector magnitude. Now here one more we should calculate. What is that? This is 90, this is theta, this also theta. Now it is a B. What about this? B cos theta. What about this? Theta opposite, B sin theta. Now we should calculate direction of your resultant. How to calculate direction of resultant? Resultant vector is having some angle with respect to A bar and having some angle with respect to B bar. Let this is alpha. Our resultant making angle with A bar is alpha. Now what is the direction? With respect to A bar, resultant vector making an angle of alpha, that is the direction. Where it is? How to calculate the location of resultant? By using this alpha angle. I can locate the resultant vector where it is. Now see here, right angle triangle, tan alpha is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Now once again, this is R, this is alpha, this is length is A plus B cos theta, opposite is B sin theta. Now tan alpha, what is the tan alpha? Opposite side by adjacent side, opposite B sin theta, adjacent side of this right angle triangle is A plus B cos theta. Alpha is the direction of resultant, that is nothing but of resultant making angle with A bar is alpha. Similarly, how to calculate this angle? Theta you know, alpha you know. This is theta minus alpha. Yes. One you know that, second one easy to calculate. Theta we know that, alpha we know that. What is the angle made by the resultant with B bar? That is theta minus alpha. So how resultant is with our A bar and B bar? With A bar it is having angle of inclination alpha, and with the B bar it is having angle of inclination theta minus alpha. One more point, two vectors, two sides of parallelogram, resultant is diagonal. Fine. Now here you should remember the point. Suppose this is 100, it is a 40. Resultant is always close to heavier magnitude side. Suppose this is 200, it's a 20. Resultant is close to B bar. I will show you some of the examples. See, entire this parallelogram law vectors, two formulas are important for us. What are those? Resultant of two vectors magnitude is R, that is under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, and the direction of resultant with x axis or A bar vector is alpha. Tan alpha is equal to B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. You should remember these two formulas to solve the numerical. Some of the cases depending on this parallelogram law vectors. First one, A bar, B bar. Angle between A bar and B bar how much? A bar same thing, A bar. B bar, parallel shifting, tail. Angle between A bar and B bar, theta 0 degrees. Now what is the resultant of these two? R equal to, that's the formula of parallelogram law vectors. Resultant of two vectors magnitude is R, that is under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 0. What is the value of cos 0? Cos 0 is 1. Now, R is under root A square plus B square plus 2AB, because cos 0 value 1, this is 1, so remaining part is this one here. This is how it is A plus B whole square, root square, root. So 2, it's a 1 by 2, 1 by 2 to cancel. Now what is the answer? A plus B. So directly head connected to tail, angle 0 or 180, directly we can add them. See, 0, A plus B. If it is 180, it's a A minus B. Already last 2 days back we have discussed this point. Both are having angle 0, A plus B is the resultant. Angle 180, the resultant is A minus B. Now, second possibility. What is the second possibility? A bar, B bar, angle 90, two tails, tail of A bar, tail of B bar. Now angle between two vectors 90. Once again, how to calculate resultant of A bar and B bar? Formula same thing, root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos of angle between A bar and B bar is 90. Cos 90. What is the value of cos 90? Cos 90 value 0. 2AB into 0, 0. This term gone. Now the answer, root of A square plus B square. Now, two vectors A bar and B bar having angle 90 degrees. Now the magnitude of the resultant of A bar and B bar is under root of A square plus B square. And one more, where is the location of resultant vector? A bar, B bar, it's the resultant. Now this is alpha, you know that, it's the alpha. Now what is our formula? Tan alpha. Alpha is angle made by the resultant with A bar. B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Just now we derived that formula. B as it is. What is the theta? Theta value 90. Sin 90 divided by A plus B into cos 90. What is the value of sin 90? Sin 90 value 1. 1, B into 1, 1. A plus B into, what is the cos 90 value? Cos 90 value 0. B into 0, 0. What is the answer? B by A. So here angle made by the resultant with A bar is tan alpha, that value B by A. Without doing that, in this case directly we can write the answer. How? It is a resultant. See, this is A, this is B. So parallel shifting, this is B, this is A, it is alpha. What is tan alpha? Opposite by adjacent side, B by A. This is B, parallel shifting B, it is A, tan alpha opposite by adjacent side. So B by A is tan alpha, same answer. So not all the possible cases is not, it is not possible. So here in this case easy to understand because it is a 90 degrees. Otherwise every time it is a useful. So always you try to calculate or try to use this formula when you want to calculate how resultant vector with horizontal vector or this A bar vector. Formula is B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. I will go for one more. Only two formulas. Whichever the case, we are following two formulas. Now, A bar, B bar, angle 60. If angle between A bar and B bar 60, because tail of B bar, tail of A bar, angle between two vectors 60, theta value 60. What is the resultant? Resultant always between two vectors. Now, what is the magnitude of the resultant? You know that root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. A as it is, B as it is, 2AB cos 60. What is the value of cos 60? Cos 60 value 1 by 2. Now here substitute root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 60 value 1 by 2, 2 to cancel. Now what is the answer now? Alpha R is equal to under root A square plus B square plus AB. This is the magnitude of resultant of two vectors A bar and B bar when they are having angle of inclination or angle between the two vectors is 60. Answer R equal to root of A square plus B square plus AB, because cos 60 value 1 by 2, 2 to cancel. Now left over here root of A square plus B square plus AB. Similarly, can you calculate angle of inclination here? Now tan alpha is equal to formula B sin theta by A plus B cos theta, B as it is, theta value 60. Now sin of 60 divided by A plus B cos 60. Now B, what is the value of sin 60? Sin 60 value root 3 by 2. A plus B into cos 60 value 1 by 2. Here make a LCM, root 3B by 2 numerator. Now denominator 2 LCM is having 1. So here 2A plus B. So 2 cancel. Now what is the final answer? Tan alpha value root 3B by 2A plus B. So here angle between two vectors 60. Now resultant making angle with A bar is alpha. How much? Tan alpha is equal to root 3 by 2A plus B. Fourth one. Again one more example. A bar, B bar, let you take a 30 degrees. Now directly you can apply. What is the resultant? Under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB into cos 30. Now why I am doing these many? Because after explaining 3 or 4, You should do with your pen and book. You should try. Understood my point? Now, how many times I am using this formula? That's only for practicing. A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 30 value root 3 by 2, 2 to cancel. Now, what is the answer now here? Root over A square plus B square plus root 3AB. Now, this is the resultant. Now, this resultant with A bar, what is the angle? Alpha. Now, again, tan alpha is equal to B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Now, B as usual same thing, sin 30 A plus B cos 30. B sin 30 value 1 by 2 A plus B into cos 30 value root 3 by 2. Now, again here B by 2 as it is in the numerator, you can do here LCM 2A plus 2A plus root 3B, 2 to cancel. Now, B by 2A plus root 3B. So, now when two vectors A bar and B bar having a angle of 30 degrees, the magnitude of the resultant is root of A square plus B square plus root 3AB, and direction of the resultant is tan alpha, that is B by 2A plus root 3B. So, in this way we can solve different questions depending on this concept. Whatever the angle, we can find resultant magnitude and we can calculate angle made by the resultant with horizontal vector, that is nothing but of A bar. I think you got the clarity. See, I will write some points. If vectors are equal, then the resultant is exactly bisecting. If two vectors are equal, if two vectors are equal vectors, then resultant is bisecting line. Can I prove this? See here. It's also A, it's also A. Both are equal. Angle suppose 60. According to this statement, two are equal vectors? No, equal magnitude. Two are having equal magnitude because direction different. Two vectors having equal magnitude. Now the angle 60, where is the location of the resultant? Exactly bisecting line. This is 30, this is 30. That's what the meaning of the statement. Now I should prove that it is a 30, then this is right. If it is not 30, then my statement is wrong. If two vectors are equal in magnitude, AA, now the resultant is making an angle with A bar is 30. So that I should prove it. Now, we know the formula, tan alpha, this is alpha, B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. B value A value already A. So, A sin theta 60 by A plus B also A cos 60. Now, here just a simplification of given question, sin 60 root 3 by 2 A into root 3 by 2. Denominator, here A common, 1 plus A common, 1 plus cos 60. What is the value of cos 60? 1 by 2. Now A cancel, root 3 by 2 numerator, denominator 1 plus 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 2 to cancel, root 3 by 3, 1 by root 3. Now tan alpha is equal to 1 by root 3. What is the 1 by root 3 value? Tan 30 degrees. Tan alpha value 30 degrees. Yes, my statement is correct. Two vectors are equal in magnitude. Now exactly resultant is bisecting line. So 60 half 30. Answer also 30. You got the clarity. Suppose angle 120, both are equal. Now the resultant is 60 with horizontal. Any vector, it's a bisecting same equal. If suppose equal, angle 90, resultant is making 45 degrees with each vector. I think you understood the statement of this one. One more point. Resultant is very close to heavier magnitude vector. What is the meaning of this? Resultant is very close to heavier magnitude vector. Suppose A bar B bar. See, suppose B bar is equal to 2A bar. B bar is equal to 2A bar. Now angle 45. Now according to this statement, resultant is very close to this. This is a smaller angle, very close. It's a very far. Angle big, it's a very far. Angle less, it's very close to 2A bar vector because it's a heavy magnitude. It's a bar, it's a 2A bar. It's a bigger one. Resultant is close to bigger one. So here I will calculate the angle. If this is more, it's less, our statement is correct. If it is not big, if it is not small, my statement is wrong. Shall we verify that? Yes. Again, let it be this is alpha. Tan alpha value, you know that. How to write tan alpha value? As per derivation of parallelogram law vectors, we have the formula tan alpha is equal to b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. B value 2a sin 45. Now a plus b value 2a cos 45. Now a 2a, it's a 1 by root 2. Can I take a common? 1 plus 2 into, it's a 1 by root 2. A cancel. 2 root 2. Now numerator root 2. Now root 2, this also root 2. 1 plus root 2. What is this? Tan alpha. Tan alpha value. So here there is a problem here. Alpha value root 2 by 1 plus 2 root 2. Alpha value root 2 by 1 plus root 2 value. 100%. See, this is a 1.414. It's also 1.414. By taking root value as 1.414 and 1.414, you should do it. It is here denominator 2.141. It's a 1.414. By taking the ratio, we should go through logarithmic table. So after seeing that logarithmic table, now you can conclude that alpha is bigger one and this is smaller one, because it's a 45. Suppose here I got this is 30, it's a 15. Yes, it's a very far, it's a very close, because it's a 15, it is 30. Understood my point? So in this way we will calculate. Maybe here the value is bigger one, little bit we should solve it. So if you take exactly, it's a divisible, so definitely you can see that my statement is correct. Resultant is always very close to heavier magnitude vector. Understood my point? So what I want to tell you, if two vectors are equal, resultant is always bisecting line. If two vectors are unequal magnitude, now the resultant is close to heavier magnitude vector. Here we will see some more example depending on these parallelogram law vectors. See, it's an object, mass capital M. this object is affected with some forces F, F. This object is affecting with two forces. What is the net force acting on the solid? It's a 90. 100% net force is 45 degrees. That's what I told you now. Two are equal, angle 90, the resultant is bisecting line, 100% it's a 45, this also 45. Now what is the value of this? Magnitude of the resultant is under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. What is the a? F. What is the b? F. 2 a value f, b value f, f square. Angle between two vectors 90, theta 90, cos 90. Now what is the value of cos 90? Cos 90 value 0. Now f square plus f square, cos 90 0, 0 into 2f square 0, root over f square plus f square 2f square. F square you bring it out, f. Now we have remaining root 2. Now net force acting here is root 2f. You should remember this point. Directly we will use this point in the numericals. Two vectors are like forces having 90 degrees. Now the resultant of these two forces is root 2f. No need to solve once again. Directly sum of the results what we are doing here, those are directly applicable in the numericals. So two are having 90 degrees, two are equal forces, the resultant force is root 2f and it is making an angle of 45 degrees with each vector. That already we know that. Still if you have doubt, then use tan alpha is equal to b sin theta by a plus b cos theta, and again you can verify, you will get the angle 45 degrees. Little bit I am changing here. Now f angle 60. Now what is the resultant? It's a 60, it's a 30. Theta value 60, alpha value 30. Because two are equal, resultant force is bisecting 30, this also 30. Now once again, net force or resultant force is a value f, b value f, f square plus 2 f into f, f square and cos 60, 2f square plus 2f square, cos 60 value 1 by 2, 2 to cancel, 2f square plus f square, root 3 f square. Now f will bring out root 3 asterisk, f square it comes as f. So this also directly we will use in the numericals. Two equal forces and they are having angle of inclination between the two vectors is 60, then resultant force is root 3f and angle with any one of the vector is 30 degrees. Now one more, m f angle 120 degrees, 120 degrees angle. Now the resultant is, resultant force, net force both are same, 120, both are equal. What is the angle here? 60, this also 60. What is the formula for net force? Root over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, a value f, b value f, f square plus 2 into f, cos 60 value, cos 120, theta value 120, theta 120, alpha 60. Now root over f square plus f square, 2f square, f into f square. What is the cos? 120. See here, cos 120, cos of 180 minus 60. This is second quadrant. Second quadrant, cos negative minus cos of 180 minus theta, cos theta. Now cos 60 value 1 by 2. Now cos 120 degrees we can write directly minus 1 by 2. 2 cancel. 2 cancel. 2f square minus f square. F square. Answer F. So 2 are equal and angle 120. Now the resultant force is how much? F. I think you got the clarity. Once again, 2 are equal and angle 120. Now the resultant is F, and the resultant making an angle with resultant with horizontal force is 60. So in this way, some of the results by using parallelogram law vectors, we should remember those. Now parallelogram law vectors, once again, A bar vector, B bar vector, angle between two vectors is theta. A bar, B bar, two adjacent sides of parallelogram. Now the resultant is diagonal, R bar. Yes. Now what is R bar? A bar plus B bar. Now here I am doing subtraction. How to do? Here adding, no. Here I did addition. Addition of A bar and B bar is A bar plus B bar. Now I want to do subtraction. How to subtract the two vectors? Now, can I reverse it? It's a B bar. Now, what is the angle? 180 minus theta. Now, here I will show here A bar, B bar. Now I turn to back, negative vector. I did this. It's a B bar. Now what is the angle between A bar and B bar now? 180 minus theta. Previously I have B bar, this one. Now it turned back. So B bar negative vector is minus B bar. Here one simple point you should remember. B bar, if you are writing minus B bar, don't show it. Angle between A bar and minus B bar is not theta. Once again, B bar, if you turn back, it will become minus B bar. Yes, but I am writing B bar because angle I was changed, 180 minus theta. Understood my point? Two ways you can inform. Whether B bar is making as minus B bar, otherwise you turn B bar. Now the angle changed as 180 minus theta. Now simple. Now if you make it, it's a one of the method. Otherwise it's a bar. This is a B bar. No, you turn back, it's a minus B bar. It's a one of the process. One more way, don't do both. B bar making as minus B bar and don't take as 180 minus theta. So if you are turning two times, it will become positive. It's not become as negative. B bar, it will be minus B. Now again, see the tails. Tail of A bar, tail of minus B bar. What is the resultant now? Resultant is A bar plus minus B bar. Indirectly A bar minus B bar. Have understand my point? B bar, if you turn back, it will be minus B bar. Now A bar minus B bar tail joined. What is the resultant? A bar minus B bar. Have understand my point? Now the resultant of these two is A bar minus B bar. How? See here, A bar minus B bar. Now what is the magnitude of this? Magnitude of this is under root of A square plus B square. If angle theta, what is the formula? Root of A square plus B square plus 2ab cos theta. This is the formula. Angle between two vectors is theta, then what is the resultant vector? Under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Now instead of theta, what is the angle now? 180 minus theta. Under root a square plus b square plus 2ab into cos of 180 minus theta. Under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos of 180 minus theta, it is the second quadrant. Second quadrant cos value negative. Cos of 180 minus theta I can write as minus cos theta. Now the final answer, a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. It is a resultant of a bar minus b bar vector. Resultant of a bar plus b bar is, here you got plus. Resultant of a bar minus b bar, here you got it, minus. I think you understood once again. A bar, b bar, two vectors, the resultant is a bar plus b bar. If you turn back, it will be minus. Now the resultant of these two is tail of minus b bar, tail of a bar. Now the resultant a bar plus minus b bar, that is a bar minus b bar. Previously angle theta, now the angle is 180 minus theta. Now the resultant, in place of theta you should substitute 180 minus theta. Final answer is root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Similar to that, shall we calculate alpha? Shall we calculate alpha? Resultant, how it is with horizontal vector? Tan alpha is equal to, what is the formula? B sin theta by a plus b cos theta. Here what is the theta? 180 minus theta. Now b sin of 180 minus theta, denominator a plus b cos of 180 minus theta. Now sin of 180 minus theta, 180 minus theta second quadrant, sin value positive. Now numerator b sin theta, denominator cos of 180 minus theta minus. Here you got the minus. Previously it's a plus, now it is minus. So finally I will write formulas depending on this parallelogram law vectors. See, see here. Now overall parallelogram law vectors, what are the formulas we use here? First one, just I am giving final formulas. A bar, b bar, angle theta. What is the resultant formula? Under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Now what is alpha? Tan alpha is equal to b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. Now second possibility, this is a bar, b reversed minus b bar. A bar, it is a reversed minus b bar. What about the resultant now? R bar equal to a bar minus b bar. Now the magnitude of this, magnitude of r bar is r. Now under root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. What is the tan alpha now? Tan alpha is equal to b sin theta by a minus b cos theta. So you should remember these four formulas. Resultant is a bar plus b bar, magnitude is this. Resultant is a bar plus b bar, angle made by the a bar with resultant is tan alpha, that is a b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. If resultant is a bar minus b bar, then magnitude of the resultant is, here you will get minus root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Angle made by the resultant with horizontal vector is alpha. Now here b sin theta by a minus b cos theta. You should remember these formulas. Understood? Simple. A bar plus b bar, magnitude here plus, a bar minus b bar here minus, angle denominator here plus, here minus. These only the four formulas you should remember. Easily, comfortably you can solve the questions. See here. Particle moving in circular motion. Velocity tangent to the circle. V1 is equal to V. Now, radius r. Velocity always tangent to the circle. Now, what is the change of velocity? They are asking to calculate change in velocity. Change in velocity they are asking. How to calculate change in velocity? What is the meaning of change? Final velocity minus initial velocity. Change meaning is final vector minus initial vector. What is the initial vector? V1. What is the final vector? V2. V2 bar minus V1 bar. Change is final vector minus initial vector. Now, it is looking like r bar is equal to a bar minus b bar. What is the magnitude of change in velocity? Under root. Again, resultant is like a bar minus b bar. What is the magnitude of a bar minus b bar? Root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. What is the a? V1. What is the b? V2. So, this is also v. And it is a uniform circular motion. Magnitude same, direction changed. Now, v square plus v square minus 2 into v cos theta. See here, this is V2, parallel shifting. This is V1, parallel shifting. V1 parallel shifted here, V2 parallel shifted here. See, two tails joined. Now, what is the angle? 90 degrees. Here we can substitute cos 90. What is the value of cos 90? Cos 90 value 0. Now, it will become 0 under root 2v square. What is the answer? Root 2v. In case of circular motion, particle turned by 90 degrees. What is the change in velocity? Root 2v. How I got it? Simple. I used parallelogram law vectors. Initial velocity v, final velocity v. What is the change? Direction changed. Due to direction change, vector changed. Now, here change they are asking. Delta v bar is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity. Final velocity v, initial velocity also v. Don't subtract directly and tell that 0. Here because of direction, it will be quite different. Now, v2 bar minus v1 bar magnitude is, it is looking like a bar minus b bar. Under root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. A value v, b value v. Cos theta value, angle between initial vector and final vector is 90. Final answer, root 2v. I think you got the clarity. Same question I will do with one more method. How? Simple. I won't use parallelogram law vectors. Without using parallelogram law vectors, I will do this. What is the direction of this? Positive y axis. What is the direction of this? Negative x axis. V2, negative x axis. V into minus I cap. V1, V positive direction. This is plus j cap, this is minus I cap. Now, minus V I cap minus V j cap. How to calculate magnitude of a vector? Under root of I cap coefficient whole square plus j cap coefficient whole square. Minus V whole square plus minus V whole square. Minus V whole square is V square, minus V whole square is V square. Now, V square plus V square under root 2V square. What is the answer? Root 2V. Without using parallelogram law vectors also answer same. Previously, I have used the concept of parallelogram law vectors. R bar equal to a bar minus b bar. Magnitude of the resultant is under root of a square plus b square plus minus 2ab cos theta. Here, without using parallelogram law vectors, I gone through direct vector method. V2 bar is final, that is the minus I cap direction. V1 is positive y axis, that is the j cap. Minus I took it outside, minus vi cap, minus asterisk vj cap. How to calculate magnitude of a vector? Under root of I cap coefficient whole square plus j cap coefficient whole square. I cap coefficient minus v whole square, j cap quotient minus b whole square. So final answer same. I think you got the clarity. Today what we discussed, continuation of yesterday thing, we extended it. Parallelogram law vectors yesterday we derived as r bar is the resultant, that is a bar plus b bar. The resultant magnitude is root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Further extension, today we solved angle made by the resultant with a bar. How much? Tan alpha is equal to b sin theta by e plus b cos theta. You should having these all the formulas on your tip of your hands. Then easily, comfortably you can solve it. Now, depending on these two formulas, we gone through different possible cases. Different angles, theta 0, theta 180, theta 90, theta 120, different angles we tried it. And after that, we subtraction of two vectors. What I did, b bar I turned back, negative vector minus b. A bar minus b bar, two vectors, the resultant is a bar minus b bar. Now the magnitude of the resultant is root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Now in this case, the resultant making an angle with a bar is tan alpha, that is b sin theta by a minus b cos theta. Finally, I gone through one of the example. With this example, you got the clarity. Thank you, and next class we will do some of the applications of parallelogram law vectors, how we are going to do different models of parallelogram law vectors. Thank you.